What's up guys, Anders here with another video for you. Today we're going to take a look at the Garmoths Heart questline that was added in test server, but now we have the files and we can actually see the whole questline and what you need to do so for the eventual release of this questline on our version of the game. Now before we get into it, I do want to say if after this video you think this content was helpful, please like and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Every sub counts as we continue to grow. If you want to go the extra mile and support the channel, you can click on that join button below the video or even on my main channel page to offer a monetary contribution to help keep the channel going. Every single membership donation will give you some small perks and a personal thank you after every video I make. And to those members, I want to say thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. Now, as for the video I want to talk about today, Garmoth's Heart basically becoming a quest reward. When we first heard about it, it was just kind of like a one-liner for a test server. Didn't really seem real. A lot of people didn't believe it, but yes, they did say and they did specify this quest line is not going to be easy. And let me tell you guys, it's not. So the reward you're going to get is an inverted Garmoth's Heart. So not just Garmoth's Heart, it's the full version. And it's going to consist of 16 quests, which you need to have completed the main story of Odalita. So Odalita we don't have. So we're not going to have this quest line anytime soon. Definitely maybe not even after Odalita comes out. It might be a little bit of a wait before that quest line comes out, even after we get Odalita. But as for the quest lines, the first quest, you have to hand in the Fallen God's Ring. If you don't know what that is, you may want to do the Stars End main story quest line because that is the final reward you get for doing that quest line. No one knew what this thing was for. A lot of people deleted it. Don't worry. If you have deleted the ring, you can talk to Mario to receive another one. You just have to have completed the quest line to have the ring. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to redo the main story questline if you already did the main story questline for Star's End. Just keep that in mind. That's pretty easy if you already did that. The second quest is hand in 400 intact Nuver scales. Now this is where things get interesting. You can receive scales at random from Nuver World boss kills. These are not the same thing as what he drops for the Bartali lugs. These are not auras. These are a new item that will be added, and they're called intact Nuver scales. There are also 6 weekly quests that reward you with 1 skill as a reward for each quest, and they require you to kill other world bosses like Garmoth, Quint Moraka, Often, Karanda, Kudum, and Kazarka. So it's going to take you a bit of time to really just get those 400 to be able to continue on to the third quest, which is a lot easier, and that is hand in 70 Dark Spirit Greed. You can obtain Dark Spirit Greed by defeating Dark Rifts. Of course, if you're new, that's not really that easy, but if you've been doing Dark Rifts for a while now, I mean, I know I have like 120 of these, you should be fine. If you use them for a 50 stack, that might feel kind of bad, but just keep doing your Dark Rifts, and hopefully by the time your Odalita comes out, you'll have 70. And besides, the second quest is going to be already the sort of limiting factor to begin with. Now, as for the fourth quest, we have hand in 50 Turos Hearts. Turos is a new grind zone in Odalita, so you have to grind there, and you can obtain Turos Hearts at a chance from defeating Turos. So it's not guaranteed, but it's basically just grind there for a while. You'll eventually get 50 Turos Hearts, and then you can move on to the fifth quest, which is defeat 10,000 Thorny Forest monsters, which is the 250 AP zone. So I should say the Turos zone, 270 AP with Kudum is what you want for the minimum, although I think it's doable, honestly, with a 261 Kudum with a decent DP, because they do hurt sometimes, but the Berserkers are the only ones that you really need to watch out for in that Turos grind zone. For the Thorny Forest, it's a lot easier. I still recommend at least 261 Kudum, but you can probably get away with it with like 245 Kudum or something like that. It's not too bad. The density is also pretty good. You just need to basically kill 10,000 of them. You may be able to platoon this too. So if you're at this point in the game and you need some help, you might have stronger players being able to help you. Basically, any monster associated with a Thorny Forest grind zone is going to count for this quest. Now, as for the sixth quest, you have to hand in 100 Earth, 100 Water, 100 Wind, and 100 Tree Spirit fragments. And you can obtain all these types of fragments in Camasylvia just by killing monsters. So for the water one, you can do Polyforest. For the earth one, you can do the Fatus. For the tree one, of course, you want to do Miramok. You get a lot of those there. So basically just grinding Camasylvia, you can start doing that now and getting all those fragments ready for the eventual drop of this quest. Now for the 7th quest, you have to hand in 10 Hezid crystals, and you can get Hezid crystals by using the Duvenkroon workshop and crafting the item with 11 refined black energy residue, which again is another type of craft that you can do in that same workshop. You're going to need 110 refined black energy residue, or if you craft it from scratch, it's going to be about 2,750 black energy residue, which you can get just basically by killing monsters all over the world, although in Dregan they do drop a little bit more residue than in other areas. So just save up 2,750 residue and you should be set to finish this quest. Now as for the 8th quest, you have to hand in 5 concentrated boss auras. If you've done Black Star Quest a lot, you know what this is. You can get these auras by heating any boss weapon, so Kazarka, Kudum, Nuver, Often, and you'll get 1 concentrated boss aura for every weapon you heat. So if weapons are around 50 mil, this is basically going to cost you 250 million silver. Now as for the 9th quest, it gets a little bit more interesting. You have to hand in 100 concentrated magical black gems. That's right, 100 of them. So if they're going for around 8 to 9 million, you're looking at 800 to 900 million silver to just basically complete this one. Although obviously if you make concentrated magical black gems yourself, it will cost much less, and you can do so by using simple alchemy, using 1 sharp, 1 hard, and 5 black gems to create 1 concentrated magical black gem. Also, if you do hunting, you can also obtain concentrated magical black gems through that way as well. Now the 10th quest is hand in 50 magical shards. Again, a little bit more expensive. You can obtain magical shards by heating yellow black magic crystals, which right now are very expensive. Sure, you're looking around like 250 million. If you're unlucky and you don't get any procs to get those 50 magical shards. As for the 11th quest, you want to hand in 1,500 alchemy stone shards, and you can obtain alchemy stone shards by grinding alchemy stones. So this is going to cost you maybe around up to 500 million silver, depending on the price of your alchemy stone shards on your server. One good way of doing it, well, I don't know if it's still good, but prices are still decent for it. You can use a yellow sharp alchemy stone of destruction, grind that, and you'll get 1,380 alchemy stone shards out of it. And it tends to be a little bit cheaper than buying the alchemy stone shards outright. So you can do that if it's available, but of course, with these things, it kind of depends on your markets. Now, as the 12th quest, very easy kind of. You just have to hand in Decisions of Canternia. What is this item? It's an item that you can buy from Francia in Odalita. Don't really know what the price of the item is right now, but I can't imagine it being too expensive. But you never know with these quests. We've already seen something that requires about 800 million silver, so it could be something ridiculous. Now, as for the 13th quest, you have to just talk to Bianca Triss. That's pretty much it. You can find the NPC in the Kahaz Bandit's Lair, and that's pretty much it. And the final quest, reach level 62 and speak with a black-eyed root. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You have to be a level 62 character and talk to the NPC. That's all you need to do. You don't need to reach level 62 while you have the quest active. You just have to be 62 and speak to the NPC. That's how it was worded anyway. And after you're done with all these quests, you'll have one more quest that will basically send you to the Queen of Odalita. You talk to her and she gives you a moonlit box. When you open it, you get the inverted Garmoth's Heart, and that's pretty much it. Not that easy. Not exactly free. Is it cheaper than about 5 billion silver? I think so. I think it's cheaper than buying it from the central market. But again, it's time gated. You're not going to get this in maybe a week or two. Even the second quest itself is going to be a huge limiting factor. You can probably get everything else already by the time this quest comes out, and you should. But again, if you already have a Garmoth's Heart, this is probably something you want to do. But if you grind a lot and you get a lot of money per week, you may not even want to do this. This is once per account, by the way. You can't just repeat this. So yeah, just keep that in mind. These are all the quests and items you're going to need to get Garmoth's Heart. There's a lot of stuff. This is definitely not a new player friendly quest line whatsoever. This is obviously meant for someone who's progressed far into the game. What this could do is drop the price of Garmoth's Heart that drops straight from Garmoth to maybe say like 2 to 3 billion instead of 4 to 5 billion right now. And that could be a good change for people looking to buy it straight up, but we don't know. We don't know how the market's going to react until this comes out, or until, you know, people start panic buying everything that I've mentioned. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Let me know what you thought about this quest line. It seemed pretty crazy when I first read it, especially the second one. I really hope the drop rate isn't too bad, but again, we're gated by how many new respawns we get a week, so it's not going to be a good time, let me tell you. And the level 62 thing is interesting as well. I hope they mean just have a level 62 NPC and not reach level 62, but just in case, maybe level an ult, get it to like 61.99 and just leave it there. You never know. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.